Okay, hello and welcome to everyone to today's class on taking part in a trial. That's what we're going to be doing today. So if you've seen anything, on the TV about taking part in trials, that will be what today's lesson is on. My name is Carl McLaughlin and I'll be your teacher today. I hope you all enjoy today's lesson and learn something from it. But before we begin, as usual, I need you all to raise your hand as shown in point number 4, and I'll be able to give you your microphone so you can join today's class. Okay, Sahar, I see you have put your hand up first. Hello, Sahar, and welcome to today's class. If you could give us all a small introduction, Sahar, to who you are, and hello and welcome to today's class. Happy to have you with us, Sahar. Very, very good to have you with us. Glad you could join us today. Geraldo, I see you have your hand up. Hello and welcome, Geraldo, to today's class. If you could also give us a small introduction, and again, hello and welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Geraldo. I'm from Brazil, and I, I love be here with you in this beginning of the year. Thank you.
Good to have you with us as well on this fantastic new year. Thank you very much, Geraldo, for that nice introduction. Okay, Dong Dong, I see you have your hand up. Dong Dong, would you like to give us a small introduction? And again, welcome to today's class.
Hello everyone, my name is Dong Dong. I come from Shenzhen, China. I'm a field application engineer. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you as well, Dong Dong, and I hope you have a lot of fun in today's class. Okay, Markal, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Hello as well and welcome to today's lesson. If you could give us a small introduction as well, and good to have you with us, Markal, and welcome.
My name is Marçal. I am from São Paulo. I am financial consultant. Wallet. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that introduction, Marcel. I do apologize for the mispronunciation of your name, but hello and welcome to you, Marcel. Good to have you with us. Okay, Chris, if you could just raise your hand as shown in point number 4, then I'll be able to add you to today's, yes, I see Chris, you have your hand up. Hello Chris and welcome to today's class. If you could also give us a small introduction, and once again, hello and welcome.
Hello teacher and everyone, my name is Chris. I'm from Taiwan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Chris, and welcome to today's lesson. Okay, now that everyone has joined the class, I'm happy that there's no technical issues. Very, very happy about that, so we can start today's class. Okay, and today's class is going to be taking part in a trial. So if you've seen this on TV or anywhere really, maybe in real life you've seen it, that's what we're going to be talking about, the courtroom, what happens in there. So we're going to be talking all about the trial today. Okay, so let's move on and let's go, shall we, as it says on the top there. So who do you find in a courtroom? So, when we look at a courtroom, what are the type of people in there? Who do we find in the courtroom? Okay, I see Sahar has the hand up there first. So Sahar, would you like to tell us who do you find in the courtroom? What do you think? Okay, good, good. So yeah, there's a lot of people we do see in the courts, and you've mentioned quite a few there. Yeah, thank you very much for that contribution. So, a very very good contribution there. Who else has anyone else or something they think? Yes, Dong Dong, I see your hand is up. Yes, Dong Dong, would you like to tell us? Yes.
I think there also have many audience.
Okay, yes, of course you have a audience at the court, you know, the people who are actually watching it. Yeah, so we have the audience that sits and watches, especially the big ones. Marcel, I see you have your hand up. Marcel, would you like to tell us who else do we find in the courtroom?
There is a person called attorney. Attorney. There is the verb to sue when you want to to sue someone.
Okay, yes, of course we have the attorney if you want to sue someone. If you want to sue someone, we have the attorney. Very good, Marcel. I like that contribution. Very good. Chris, I see your hands up. Chris, would you like to tell us what's on your mind?
I think in your courtroom, we can find defendant and plaintiff and secretary official.
Yes, of course, we get the plaintiff and the defendant and the secretary official. Very good, very good. Sahar, I see your hands up. Would you like to add or what you're thinking? Yes? Of course, we can see many witnesses in court. Yes, very good, very good. There are a lot of witnesses. Geraldo, I see your hands up. Geraldo, yes, would you like to tell us what you're thinking?
There is the person who are going to be judged. I don't know the word or the name, but the person who are going to be judged.
Okay, very, very good. So the person who's going to be judged, we call the accused. The accused, okay? So the person who's going to be judged, we call the accused. Okay, Gail Hearn, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Yeah, hello and welcome to today's class. As you can see, we are discussing the courtroom at the moment. Sorry for not acknowledging you, but hello and welcome to today's class. I'm going to enable your microphone for you. So hello and welcome, Gail. If you could give the class a short introduction, that would be awesome. So hello and welcome to you. Hello?
Hello. Yes, my name is Guilherme. I'm from Brazil. Happy New Year for everybody. Just would like to add the word persecutor. Okay, thank you.
Very good. So the persecutor is also someone that is in a court, of course. So the persecutor is also someone who is in the court, and that is a very good one to add here. So let me just add it over here. So the persecutor, very good. Okay, thank you very much, Guilherme. A very good contribution over there. So yeah, does anyone have anything else they'd like to add? Okay, let's say the last one goes to Chris. Chris, would you like to add anything? Yes?
I think we can find a policeman in a courtroom. Police.
Of course, we do actually find we do actually find the police in court very good. Often they will be around the judge's table over here, just in case, the criminal gets a bit out of hand. Yeah, very good. You often do find the police in the courtroom. Very good, Gris. Okay, I think we've got a lot of very, very many words here, so I think we can safely move on now. Thank you very much, Dong Dong, Geraldo, Gris, Guilherme, Marcel and Sarah, but let's move on to the next one. Okay, so to everyone, have you seen a court trial on TV or court case on TV, or in maybe a movie perhaps, or even in real life? What was the crime? So I'd like to know from you, class, if you've seen a court trial before in any form, shape, form, if you've seen one, and what was the crime you witnessed on this court trial? Just raise your hand and let me know. Okay, Sarah, I see you have your hand up first. So Sarah, would you like to tell me what you've seen, yes? Yeah, on TV we see lots of crimes, killing, raping, theft. There's many of them. Thank you very much for that contribution, Sarah. Dong Dong, I see your hand is up next. So Dong Dong, would you like to tell us your thoughts? Yes?
Yeah, yes, I never seen a court trial in real life, but I have seen like my classroom on TV and in the movies. There are many kinds of crimes, like sexual harassment and murder and like this many dangerous crime. Yes, very interesting. I like it.
Ah, okay, so you like the ones you see in the movies. There's lots of different crimes and how they get to solve them and what happens in the courtroom. Very good. Thank you very much for that, Dong Dong. Very good contribution. Marcel, I see you have your hand up. Yes, Marcel, tell me what you have to say, yes?
How I said, I am Brazilian. Nowadays, a few days ago, because in Brazil there is in TV a channel pass the judge Supreme Court from Brazil. There is a famous process. The name is when famous politicians Brazilian was sued convicted stolen or giving money to take advantage in public government. So in Brazil there is this kind of channel. You can see in TV this kind of the process, the Supreme Court.
Okay, so you can watch what's happening to this man in the Supreme Court who has stolen money from the government. Very good. Thank you very much for that, Marcel. I hope that he gets what's coming to him. It's not very good to steal money from the people. I really do disagree with that. Thank you very much for that, Marcel. Guilherme, I see you have your hand up next. Guilherme, would you like to tell us your thoughts? Yes?
Okay, I think most of my experience is from the movies, American movies, when we see the way things happen in a trial in the United States. And I think there is some difference from Brazil. About the channel my friend from Brazil just talked about, it's a bit different because it's Supreme Court. It was Supreme Court and it was not a trial as we are discussing now. But more or less. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Guilherme. So, you know, the American, they show more what's happening in a trial in the small court, whereas in Brazil they're showing what's happening to the big boys, so they're showing it the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Guilherme. I really appreciated that response. So, Chris, I see your hand is up next. So, Chris, would you like to tell us what you're thinking about? Yes, Chris?
Yes, I always see a court trial on TV and movie. I think all about their crimes, all such as murder and corruption. So defendant and lawyer always deny their crime, and prosecutor looking for evidence to prove they have a crime.
Very good observation there. So you're saying that, you know, the accused and the defense lawyer will always deny what's happening, and then the prosecution would always look for evidence to see whether maybe they're lying or not, and to show the evidence to the rest of us. Okay, very good, Chris. Yeah, does anyone have any other things they'd like to add to this? Maybe anything else they're thinking of? Okay, Marcel, I see you have your hand up. Is Marcel, you'd like to add? Yes? Marcel, could you please repeat that? I think your connection cut for a few seconds there. So could you please repeat that, Marcel?
No problem. I'd like to know about the correct pronunciation, the word convicted. Convicted.
Okay, convicted. You had it more or less right, but it's convicted. Do you want to try that, Marcel? Convicted?
Convicted.
Okay, you've got it. Convicted, you have it. Perfectly, you've got it. Thank you very much, Marcel, for that one. Yeah. So, very good, Marcel. And, yeah, thank you very much for clearing that up. I think a lot of people do struggle with that word, and we need to practice as much as we can. So thank you very much for that, Marcel. Okay, so we need to ask, well, you know, if you'd like to, you can ask your classmates questions about the case that they've just mentioned. You know, you can ask anyone if you feel if they would like to answer you, they can. So you can ask your classmates questions about the case you've heard them say. If you're interested in hearing more, perhaps, just raise your hand and let me know. You can ask someone about the case they have just mentioned. So if you'd like to ask someone a question about their case that they've mentioned, just raise your hand and let me know. Okay, yeah, no problem. We don't need to ask. I know it's you know it's new, it's fresh, so maybe we can carry on. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out paragraphs, and I need you all to say whether it comes from a judge, a defense lawyer, a witness, a prosecutor, a jury, or a defendant. So these are the 6 things we need to see which one goes where. But if there's someone who's not sure what one of these means, you can just put up your hand and let me know. If you're not sure what these are or what these words mean, just let me know by raising your hand. Okay, Dong Dong, you've raised your hand. Do you need any clarification on one of these people? Yes, Dong Dong?
I have no idea what the mean Prosecutor.
Okay, prosecutor. I'm gonna put an extra note in the side here. So a prosecutor is someone who looks for evidence against the defendant to prove that they are not guilty of a crime. So that's what a prosecutor would be. I'm just gonna add a proper definition for you as well to what a prosecutor is. And I'll just add that in the note section on the right hand side of the screen. Just an official answer for you here would be a legal official who accuses someone of committing a crime, especially in a law court. So yeah, it's a legal official, someone who's qualified to do this, and they accuse someone of committing a crime, especially in a court of law. Okay, so if that doesn't clear it up for you, you can raise your hand again. If you have any other questions, you may ask. If you need me to maybe use an example for you, but it's as Chris was saying, where they try and look for evidence against the defendant to prove them wrong, to show that they are in fact guilty of the crime that they have committed. That's their job. That's what the prosecutors would do. Okay. So if it's not clear, just let me know, and I'll. Okay, Marcel, you have your hand up. Yes, Marcel.
I'd like to know, for example, in this case, about the justice, use the jugude, but in the sports, I can use the word jugude, or is the best use the word referee?
Okay, are you talking about the word judge, Marcel? Is it judge, this one here?
Judge.
Yes, judge, yes. And your question is, can you use the word judge not as a noun but a verb? Is that your question, Marcel? Could you clarify on your question?
My question is, can I use this word judge to sports, for example, or use the word referee?
Okay, yeah, you can, of course you can use the word judge in that context. You can judge how well a sports game went. You can judge, you know, you can judge about anything. It just means, in this case, it's a person's profession, so the person is a judge. Or if someone judges someone, they sort of, you know, they're accusing them. Well, they're not accusing them. They've just they've got their own thoughts and opinion on the matter. Does that clear things up for you, Marcel? Is that a bit better?
It's better, but sometimes I listen use the word to referee. Referee, I think this pronunciation is correct too.
If you could just type out the word for me, Marcel. I think you are. Oh, a referee. Oh, okay, yes, there we go. Referee. Okay, yes, a referee would probably be the more correct term to use, because I don't think a referee would judge a action on the court, but I don't think you'd call a referee a judge. They're two different things. So you'd rather say referee. Yeah, that probably answers your question, right, Marcelo? Just let me know. Is that more clear for you?
It's clear. Thank you.
Only a pleasure, Marcel. Yes, and that's what a referee you'd find on a sports field, a judge you'd find in a courtroom. Just you know, keep that in mind. So very good. Thank you very much for that question. Very good question. Very good to clear that up. Thank you very much for that question, Marcel. Okay. So now that we know what all these ones are, I'm going to read you a piece. And you need to decide where this piece goes. Are they a judge, a defense lawyer, a witness, a prosecutor, a jury, or defendant? So I will start now and read out a piece for you. So let's see. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was at my mother's house that night, all night. I swear I'm innocent. I deny everything. Okay, so who would say this? Okay, Hilhima, Hilhermi, sorry. Yes, your hand was up first. Yes, your thoughts?
Okay, I will help you. That's Guilherme. Okay, Guilherme, my name's. And this is the role of defendant. Okay, thank you.
Okay, Guilherme, sorry about that again. I'm really sorry. Defendant, yes, I'd say yes, you are correct. That is the defendant. I'm really sorry, Guilherme, for the pronunciation there. I'm really sorry. Okay, yeah, but you're 100% correct. That is the defendant. Okay, so let's try for the next one. Let's see. The defense would have you believe that this crime was an accident. Today I will prove through witness accounts and written evidence that the attack was planned by the defendant. Okay, so who would like to try this one? Okay, Sarah, I see your hand is up. Sarah, would you like to try this one? I think you are 100% correct, Sarah. The prosecutor is the correct answer for that one. Yes, very good. Thank you very much for that one. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Thank you, Your Honor. We find the defendant guilty of all charges against him. Which one? Who would say that? Who'd say that? Put up your hand and let me know. Okay. Gilhame, would you like to try this one? Yes?
Okay, the jury will say something like that. Thank you.
I think you are 100% correct. The jury would say that indeed. Very good. Thank you very much for that one. Okay, let's see. The man I saw was definitely this man here. He was driving a red car and it was out of control, like he was drunk or something. He came around the corner and drove right up onto the footpath and hit the boy on the bike. Then he just drove away. Okay, who'd say this? Okay, let's see. Someone. Okay, Dong Dong, I see you have your hand up. Dong Dong, would you like to give this one a try?
I think it may be from witness.
And I think you would be right. That is indeed what the witness would say, because they saw they definitely saw this man. So they saw what happened. So that would be the witness. Very good. Thank you very much for that, Dong Dong. Okay. Let's see. My client pleads not guilty to all charges against him. Who would say this? Who would say my client pleads not guilty to all the charges against him? Okay, Gris, you have your hand up first. So Gris, would you like to try this one?
I think is a defense lawyer.
I think you are 100% correct. That would be the defense lawyer that would say that. Very good. Okay, and let's see here. Another one we have. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Order. I will have order in the court. Okay, who'd say this? Who'd say that line? Okay, Sahara, I see you have your hand up. Yes, Sahara, would you like to try this one? Of course the judge would say that, and he'd probably bang his mallet against the table and make a loud noise while saying it. So thank you very much for that contribution. Of course it would be the judge that would say that. Yeah, very good. Thank you very much, all of you. That you guys all got that 100% correct, and I'm very, very happy that you did. Okay, so moving on now to the next little part. How might someone answer any of these questions in a court? So if we're in a court situation, how would you answer this? How do you plead? Okay, that's a question that often comes up, and there's only two possible ways of answering that question. So let's see. How do you plead? Okay, Gilhame, I see you have your hand up first. So would you like to tell us how do you plead?
Okay, you can plead guilt or not guilt. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you can plead guilty or not guilty. Okay, Sahara, do you agree with that? Sahara, do you agree with that? Okay, very good. Gilhami, just remember we say guilty and not guilty when we're referring to it. If we say guilt on its own, it implies something else. That's more to do with the feeling. But if someone is guilty of doing something, we say guilty or not guilty, just to keep that in mind. But no big, I understood what you were saying, so no big deal, but just keep that in mind. We say guilty and not guilty. Alright, so number 2, can you account for your movements on the night of the murder? Okay, can you account for your movements on the night of the murder? Who wants to try this question out? Just raise your hand and let me know. Okay, Chris, you have your hand up first. So, Chris, would you like to try this one?
I didn't hear and I at my mother's home, so I think my mother can prove I at her home.
Okay, so you were at home and your mother can tell you that you were at home. Okay, very good. So you have evidence for where you were as well. Very good, Chris. Thank you very much for that contribution over there. So can you describe your relationship with the accused? Who wants to try this one? Can you describe your relationship with the accused? Just raise your hand and let me know if you want to try this one. Okay, Dong Dong, I see you have your hand up. So Dong Dong, would you like to give this one a try? Yes?
We are a good friend, but I don't know I don't know the day that the night that he was doing. I'm not here.
Okay, so you weren't there the night, but you do know that the person, they're your friend, but you weren't there when it happened. Okay, perfectly good. Thank you very much for that, Dong Dong. Very good contribution there. Okay, can you tell us what you witnessed? Can you tell us what you witnessed? Who wants to give this one a shot? Who wants to give this one a go? Okay, Dong Dong, I see you have your hand up very fast there, and first, so would you like to try this one, Dong Dong?
I think if we need to find a witness, we should find a person who is not our friends. So I just want to say the witness is not strange, but he saw the process of the murder.
Okay, so the witness shouldn't be someone we know, but it should be a neutral party, someone we don't know, that can tell us who was there and saw what happened. Yeah, very good, very good. Thanks for that information, Dong Dong. Okay, does anyone else want to try this? Can you tell us what you witnessed? Does anyone else want to try this? Okay, let's see, Sahar, I see you have your hand up. Would you like to try this one, Sahar? Very good, very good, very good. So you saw the person take the knife and stab the man. Very good. Okay, Chris, I see your hand is up. Would you like to tell us this one? Yes, Chris?
I saw a defendant took a knife to kill the man on the night of on the night.
Okay, so you saw the man being stabbed. Yeah, you saw him being stabbed with a knife. Very good, very good. Thank you very much for that contribution there, Chris. Very good contribution you have made. Okay, let's see the next one. Do you deny being in the building on the night of the crime? Who wants to try this one? Do you deny being in the building on the night of the crime? Sahar, I see your hand is up. Do you want to answer this one for us? Okay, so if it's very serious, you will deny it, but if it's, not so serious, then you won't deny it. Fair enough. Okay, Chris, you want to try this one? Yes, Chris?
Uh, my I'm not guilty. So I deny all charges. Uh, all charges. I deny guilty.
Okay, so you deny all charges against you. You're not guilty of this crime at all. So you deny being in the building as well. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Geraldo, Chris, Kyohami, and Marcel and Sahara. Very good contributions. Really enjoyed them. Let's go on to our final task now. I see we still have a few minutes left for this one. So what's happened now is John Smith was stabbed to death with a kitchen knife in his home 2 weeks ago. So this man was stabbed to death. The accused is Margaret Smith, his wife. So the person we think did this, we're not sure, would be Margaret Smith, his wife, who stabbed John Smith to death with the knife 2 weeks ago, but we don't know. Maybe it happened, maybe it didn't. Okay, so student A will look at your role below, which would be start with defense lawyer, and student B would look and be the defense. Okay, Dong Dong, I see you have re-entered the classroom. I'm going to activate your microphone now. Hello, Dong Dong, can you hear me? Yes?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Good to have you back with us. I think Marcel, I saw you had your hand up. Do you have a question for me, Marcel? Yes, Marcel? Okay, you want to maybe volunteer. Okay, yes. I just want to finish reading this quickly. If you want to volunteer, that's also perfect. So student A here will be the defense lawyer, and student B will be the witness. Okay, so we need to remember these words. Thank you, Your Honor. Order in the court. I deny everything. My client pleads not guilty, and today I will prove. These are some words you can use. You don't have to use them, but they're just something for you to think about and keep in mind. Chris, I see your hand is up. Do you have something, a question maybe, or something you'd like to add? Yes, Chris? Okay, yeah, Chris, if you had a question, you can feel free to ask me, or maybe, yes, Chris, yeah?
Okay, so would you repeat your question? Sorry.
No problem, no problem. I'll take it a bit slower too. Yeah, so what's happening here is John Smith was stabbed to death with a kitchen knife in his home 2 weeks ago. The accused is Margaret Smith, his wife. Okay, so this is the scenario. This is what's happened over here. Then there will be two volunteers, student A and student B. For this case, student A will be the defense lawyer, so the person who is going to be defending the accused. And the witness would have seen what happened, so that would be student B. Okay, Dong Dong, I see you have your hand up. Yes, Dong Dong, do you maybe have a question or something you'd like to add? Yes, Dong Dong?
I have no question. I just want to take part in this role.
Okay, alright. So I think since Dong Dong and Marcelo had their hands up first, I think since Marcelo, you had your hand up first, you'll be the defense lawyer, and then Dong Dong, you'll be the witness, and then Gris will get someone to be with you in the next round when we change the roles. So yeah, I'm just gonna start it off. So welcome to my court. Dong Dong and Marcel. And Marcel, I'd like to know, you say your client is not guilty. This Margaret Smith is not guilty of stabbing her husband to death. What case can you present me? Marcel, what do you have to say? Hello, Marcel, can you hear us? Hello? Hello, Marcel, can you hear us? Hello?
Can you hear me?
There we go, there we go. Hello, hello, you've come back to us. Hi, Marcel. Yeah, could you please repeat that? I think the connection just cut for a second there.
Okay. Can you hear me now? It's better?
Much better, Marcel. Welcome back. Could you just repeat your case
So,
for us?
let's go to... I'm going to the Margaret Smith. Margaret Smith don't commit this kind of crime with kindly John Smith because they were married a long time. It never happened some fight with
Okay, so very good defense from Marcel. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, but they've been married a long time. That's a very good statement to make, and you don't believe this happened. Very good. Thank you very much, Marcel, for that. Let's see. So, Dong Dong, since you witnessed what happened, can you please tell us what you saw, Dong Dong? What did you see exactly happen, Dong Dong?
Okay, I'm their neighbors, and that day when his husband was murdered, I heard a very loud noise. Seems like that couple was quarrel with each other, and then I opened my door and to watch what happened, and then I found the couple had a very big quarrel, and I found his wife hold a knife on his hand. I can't believe it, but the truth is that I found the wife hand has a knife. I don't know. So maybe it's his wife kill his husband. Maybe it's just an accident.
Oh, okay, so you saw the knife in the hand, and that they were fighting, but you're not sure if it was an accident or not. Okay, Marcel, I see you have your hand up. Yes, Marcel?
What you told Dodon, you are friend John Smith. Like how long time do you know John Smith? In this case, what you told everybody, you were
I know
in the
this
place of the crime.
I know
What
this
did you do in this place in this moment? What reason you were
I
you?
just saw. It's the truth. I believe my eyes.
Okay, yeah, very good from both of you. Very good. You know, I like that conversation there. Very good defense from Marcel, and very good witness testimony from Dong Dong. You know, you saw what you saw, and you're sticking by it. And Marcel, being a defense lawyer, trying to defend his client. Very good from both of you. I really enjoyed that conversation. Okay, so. Chris, I saw your hand was up, so you can be maybe the defendant the next one. So your hand was up and you said you wanted to volunteer, so you can be the defendant, so you will be Margaret Smith. We can maybe change the name for you, but yeah, you'll be the defendant. And who wants to help Chris out? Who'd like, or maybe you can be the prosecutor if you'd like, Chris. Chris, you can be student B, so Chris will be this prosecutor. And who wants to help Chris out? Who'd like to help him out? Just put up your hand and let me know. Who'd like to help Chris out? Okay, let's see. Gilhami, I see you have your hand up. Gilhami, you can help Chris out, and then you can be the defendant. So you'll be the defendant, and Chris, you can be the prosecutor. Okay, so when I am quiet, yeah, I'd say I'd call the defendant to the stand. Take it away, Gilhami.
Okay, I have a doubt. Should we start again, or should we continue from the point our colleague did?
I think we can start from where our colleagues have gotten to. So you coming and you defending your statement from what the witness and the defendant said previously. So we're starting from there.
Okay, then I should act as the defendant, right?
Yes, that is correct. That is correct. Yeah, so you'll be the defendant.
Okay, I have to tell you all that at that night there was another person in the house, maybe a robber, and my client, Margaret Smith, saw the robber and tried to fight him with the knife, and that should be what our friend has seen. But eventually the robber managed to take the knife from her and kill his husband. That was a tragedy. That's what happened that night.
Okay, so you saw the, there was another person there. There was another person there that the witness maybe didn't see, and yeah, that's what happened. They took the knife and stabbed John Smith. It wasn't Margaret Smith, but another person. Okay, I'd like to hear what the prosecutor has to say. What is your case, prosecutor? So Chris, let me hear what you have to say.
Today I will prove you are guilty because we have a weakness. So you took a knife, stabbed your wife, and we checked your fingerprint. The thing is, the printer on the knife. So I prove you are guilty.
Okay, so yes.
Okay, I would like to add some points. As I said earlier, my client, Margaret Smith, really took the knife and tried to defend her and her husband. That's why her fingerprints were on the knife. And I think everybody has to find new evidence, because there will be any evidence that there will be another person there that was using gloves. That's why no fingerprints were left by him. Thank you.
Thank you very much, defendant and prosecutor. Those were very good cases you have both made, but I think we need to move on to our defense lawyer and our other judge. so who'd like to try? So two people who haven't gone yet. If you could just raise your hand, whoever hasn't gone or wants to try, just raise your hand and let me know who wants to try for the last little bit. Okay, Sahar, I see you have your hand up. So if you could be the defense lawyer, who wants to help Sahar out? Who wants to help Sahar out? Just raise your hand. Okay, Dong would like to help you out, Sahar. So Sahar, if you could be the defense lawyer, and Dong Dong, you would be the judge. Okay, so take it away, Sahar and Dong Dong. Sahar, you will be speaking first, and then so take it away, Sahar and Dong Dong.
I totally understand what you say, but there also have no enough accident evidence to prove that the defendant is not guilty. So we need to wait, and we need to discuss this next week.
Okay, I like that concluding statement from Dong Dong. Thank you very much, Sahar, Dong Dong, Geraldo, Gris, Gilhami, and Marcel. That was very good. Very good from all of you. I really enjoyed all your contributions, but I think we need to sum up for today. I see our time has just about run out. So looking at today, we discussed the different people found in courtrooms, and also, some of the common questions that you will find in a court. And we also had a little bit of a mock trial here. We had a little trial going on as well. Yeah, just to let you know, I've now officially sunk the slides, which means you can go back and forth throughout the slides and look at them by yourself. And I'd just like to thank every one of you, Dong Dong, Geraldo, Gris, Gilhami, Marcel, and Sahar, for a very good class. I really enjoyed it. It was very fun, and yeah, thanks everyone, and I hope you learned a lot. And yeah, goodbye, and just have a great, fantastic day, evening, night time, wherever you are. Just have a great time. Thank you very much for that, Dong Dong.